What's up?
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Yeah, that was very awkward. Yeah. We planned to be awkward.
Yeah, but it still feels very awkward.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. So, guys, let's not waste any time.
intro. Give an intro.
Okay. Guys, we're Psychophilics. We're the podcast team. I'm Srinath.
I'm Sanjeet.
Fun fact, my surname is Pappu.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody watching can have a laugh. Moving on to Shetty.
Yes, my name's Shetty. Please don't laugh.
Okay. So, my first question would be,
Wait, just to give a gist of this podcast, it's our attempt to gain more viewers, and we'll be having multiple series. One of the series is just this, where two people from our podcast team come and talk in a very candid manner about college life. So this is just one of those. And today's episode is about love.
yes.
Yes.
Also, the date is 15th
Yes.
of February. So,
We are sorry for that.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a hiccup on my side.
The Reds have become Blues.
Yes. So,
You get that joke?
yeah, I got that joke.
You know why I made it? Because I'm wearing red and you're wearing blue.
He understands. He understands.
Yeah. Okay. So, the first question is, what do you think is love?
Also, other thing is, just to give an intro,
You're just...
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll ask questions to each other. And we also put up a prompt on Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to ask us questions as well, please do. It'll help us out. And he'll just ask a few questions about, the podcast.
And we'll relate it to a lot of things and you'll have a lot of fun watching it. And the first question, hopefully this time he doesn't interrupt me, which is, what is love?
Love. It's a feeling where you want to give more than you take. And it's like, there's a deep passionate side to it as well. Oh, yes, okay. A theory comes to my mind. Yeah, so there's a guy called Sternberg. He put 3 things to it: intimacy, passion, commitment.
Yeah.
He called it that as love, because that is technical. That's like a technical definition. And obviously, because it's psychology, you will have 5 other people disputing that, and then another 5 people disputing that. So yeah, but this is his theory, and mine somewhat agrees.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need those elements.
You need
But I think
those
there's more,
elements,
which doesn't come, like just being more caring to the other party.
Also, understanding, like whenever the question pops up of what is love, the famous quote from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai is "Pyar dosti hai," which is love is friendship.
Yes.
So I think that is one of the aspects of that triangle where it's I think compassion or like passion and
Oh, it's a pick: passion, intimacy, and commitment.
passion, intimacy, and commitment. So it's the commitment and passion, not intimacy. That is how it's framed, because it's like one of those 2 elements over there. So like that's how you can understand those 2 aspects, because there is a lot of passion, that you have a lot of love, you have a lot of care, you have a lot of affection towards the person, and also commitment, that you're okay to be in like a relationship, also not agreeing to the fact that you need it. Eventually you would require.
So you don't think intimacy is essential?
No, it is essential, but I'm like, in that sense where pyar dosti hai, that is not considered a lot of the times.
Makes sense.
Even like arranged marriages have a very different intake towards it. That you have a compassion, like you have passion and this. Don't say it. I'll think. Passion and commitment to it, but they don't have intimacy, which eventually builds up.
Yeah,
that's how you have kids.
A lot of okay, fine. There's a lot of arranged marriages that just have commitment.
Yeah.
That's also there.
Yeah, I see.
And that's called as empty love.
Yeah.
I read that and I was like, oh damn, this is very sad.
It's bad.
But yeah, it's still love. It's
Yeah.
still called as
Yeah.
love. So,
I mean, also love can not only be considered as a romantic side. There is also a lot of platonic, a lot of
yeah. Like
there's a lot to love.
there's a lot of love. We will dive deeper into these with the prompts that we got from our Insta page.
Yeah.
Cool?
Let's
So-
work on to it.
The first question first prompt that I remember is, I feel like it's kind of overrated. Our question was, what are your honest thoughts about Valentine's Day? So one person responded, I feel like it's kind of overrated. There shouldn't be just a day to celebrate love. And people keep, like even, R. Madhavan.
Yeah.
So he in an interview, he was like, it was an interview for Decoupled.
Oh, yeah.
Like both of them were hosting it.
Bro.
And he was like, it's
That's
not
such a
necessary to have it.
Yeah.
Whereas the actress was like, you need to have it.
Yeah.
So it's a big debate I've heard.
Yeah. Oh, also, like, it's not, okay, it's like a birthday. Like, you're happy for everything, but you're 18 for the whole year. You just turned 18 on that day, so you're celebrating, you're enjoying that day. So I mean,
you're on the side that there needs to be a day.
Yeah, it's like if people are enjoying that day, let them enjoy it.
But there is already a birthday for each relationship, right? Like there's a day when it starts, so that itself can be the day. I'm playing the devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Why do we need a Valentine's Day?
I mean, see, everybody just finds occasions to celebrate. They find this Valentine's Day as an occasion to celebrate. So let them. I mean, also the fact is like, okay, so if you take into the consideration that people are just like it's I think not people celebrating it, it's the PDA that comes with it which annoys people a lot.
Oh, okay.
So I think that is the factor that most people forget and not forgive.
Even in a college canteen, we're getting like stuff related to like chocolates and all with Valentine's theme. I was like, oh, okay, it's just a marketing stunt.
Yeah.
Even Mother's Day was like apparently they wanted it to be like a special day, but it ended up turning into a marketing thing. And the person who started Mother's Day was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I feel that's what Valentine's Day is turned into. Marketing stunt.
It's a similar analogy for like birthdays. Like you don't necessarily need to go and book a whole restaurant to celebrate. You can have people over at your house and celebrate. But it's like
birthdays are individualistic. Valentine's Day is like everyone has to celebrate on this day.
It's not like you're filling a truckload of people and being like, hey, we're celebrating Valentine's. No one's doing that. You're just like people who are in a relationship celebrate. The ones who are not, ask someone out today.
Today's a good day.
Yeah.
All
astrology says so.
All single people would be lonely, so they'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
They'll be more willing to say yes today.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a great segue for Tinder to play a role.
Oh, what's your opinion on the different kinds of dating apps? Like, okay, people think Tinder is just a place to hook up, but there's this app, the CEO of this app, I forgot the name. Basically, it's like you meet, you talk, you have to have the conversation. After that, the chat, that person deletes itself. You have to have your first, and then you have to go and delete. You have to go meet the person.
Oh,
I forgot the name.
Is it IL?
No, not IL. It's something else by someone else. But the point was that it forces you to.
You're watching way too many ads, bro.
No, it's by this. Arey, chup.
What is your algorithm showing you? Does it speak a lot about yourself?
Google can sense my desperacy. That's what's happening.
Yes, exactly.
But it was by this person named Logan Yuri. So she is like the head of operations and all of this app.
Yeah.
And she's a relationship expert as well.
Yeah.
So she made this app where it's like, it forces you to have a first date and talk.
Yeah.
So there's multiple apps. What's your opinion on that?
See, I think it's made the process a lot easier. Like earlier if you met someone at a bar or let's say in a restaurant or Indian setting, so a wedding. So if you meet someone over there, you first have to talk to that person. Then you go for a date. You go for another date. And first two dates are generally where you just talk about your ideal self or like the way you want people to perceive you. But over a time, then you talk to them and then you find out.
It's like you break that barrier of like, okay, I'm not this perfect. I have this.
Yeah, the first, like, I wouldn't, like, if I met you, okay, and you said you like F1, and I know F1 exists, and I just know about Sebastian Vettel, I would be like, oh, I know Sebastian Vettel, you would be like, oh, okay, this person knows.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so there's a term for this.
So catfishing.
Catfishing. No, but it's also like the halo effect. So people tend to judge you a lot. So they take one on your first meeting. Your favorite, desirable or undesirable quality becomes the entirety of your personality. So it's like in heuristic basically. So people tend to show the ideal self. So almost like the mind knows that people want first-hand impressions.
So that's why I think that the process is a lot more filtered and refined when you make the dating app kind of a thing, because now on that dating app you have a set personality. Like whatever people like,
and you can always edit it if you have.
If you someday go from apolitical to political, you can always change that, and then and that makes you attract the certain crowd that you're looking for.
That's true. But you know what's so counterintuitive?
What?
There's this effect called as the pratfall effect. You can Google it up. P-R-A-T-F-A-L-L. Basically, it's like the more you show yourself as being a person of mistakes, more mistakes you make, the more people tend to be attracted to you, because they understand that, oh, you're human and not a perfect person. I think there was some precondition, I'm not very sure. There was some precondition that you need to have been sure that you were smart and then made mistakes, then people will like you more. But which is interesting.
Is that why the thing is like always, like if you're always a straight A student, you have difficulty in like accepting a defeat? Like maybe. Like there was this one thing I read that like if I continuously I'm like scoring higher academically, and then one day I'm like I get slightly less marks, then I'm like, oh, was this all a facade, or the imposter syndrome kind of an effect falls in?
Like maybe it was I didn't really deserve it.
And then like so how in schools you were given the knowledge kind of a thing, and then it's like in college you're supposed to like find it on your own. So a lot of that just becomes like, oh, was I smart because I got material, or was I smart because I learned?
I think that's more of a individualistic phenomenon. I think it is a phenomenon, I don't know the term, but pratfall effect applies mostly for like social service.
I think
like
even I forgot.
When you
but
become, when you show that you're mistaken.
Let's not go where we don't know. Okay.
Yes. That is
let's not go into the unknown.
It is. I mean, you should. We're not discouraging.
We are not ready for unknown.
We are not.
But
do it at your own risk. Anyways, we move on to the next question. One of the things was a day for a long bill. Now, my question was, on the first date, if you were to go with someone, do you split the bill or do you take the whole? Because there's this huge thing that, the guy has to split. The guy has to take for the first few dates, and then later on they can continue splitting.
See,
and then this toxic masculinity, it's like, you only pay, bro. What is this?
So, see, for me to answer that question, I must have been on a date. I haven't, so I don't have an answer.
Fair. But honestly, not like what's the ideal answer. What if you're in that position, what would you do?
So see, if it all boils down to the fact where, like, I'm not saying that if I had a okay-ish date or not a vibe with the person, but it's how you handle that situation. Like if you're paying, you would expect some gratitude in return. Like if I was to pay on the first date, I would expect that the other person would be like, okay, if you covered for this one, maybe next date I would pay, or maybe like, oh, we can go somewhere else next time, and then we could handle the bill over there. And or let's say in some other form, like if you're going by cab, like, okay, I'll take care of the cab, don't worry. All of those things.
So it's like you exchange the things of like I'll pay this, you pay that. I'll pay this, you pay that.
It's, I'm not saying that don't pay or don't split. I'm just like, whoever wishes to pay, or like whoever is like, okay, I had a good time, I would pay. Or if you felt like this was this thing and you don't want to meet the person, just politely ask to split and be like, okay, this was a good thing. probably I wouldn't want to do this again.
So that's why please let's split.
Yeah, please let's split and let's end the whole thing here. Let's not be like, okay, I ate free food and I walked home. Although a very good tactic, not gonna lie, like I would 110%.
Yes, we wouldn't recommend you to do it. That's not what we.
Yeah, we wouldn't recommend, but don't let it slip.
Yes.
Just putting out there. I'm probably going to get this part cut because I would get beatings after this.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you do.
I so knew that was going to be there.
For me, the bill question is very weird. I just know this much, just as I'm answering another question because I don't know what is this. The timing of when you should have the date. Make sure it's a breakfast or lunch date. Because if it's a dinner date and you interact with the person like, "Arey yaar, cheap," you'll have to stick with them for the whole night. But with breakfast or lunch, it's a lot more easy to get her. Like, "Oh, okay, sorry, my Amma's calling or something like that." So I saw this on a podcast with Kenny Sebastian. It was like, just don't go for dinner. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, we also subtly steal content.
Yes.
Also promote content.
Yes.
Kenny Sebastian.
Please follow. And
also,
and us.
Kenny Sebastian, if you're watching, follow us.
Yes, please. Invite us on Simple Ken.
Yes.
We would like that.
Heart. We love you.
Yes. Please come to Bangalore. He's doing a tour. Okay, never mind. I'm digressing. Main point. So the other questions, a lot of them are very similar. And one of the questions was, it's a great way to, statement. It's a great way to celebrate for people with Valentine. It re-energizes relationships. Now, I want to support your point, which was that
it's a day for them to
It's
celebrate.
a day for them, but more than that, it's not all about romantic relationships.
Yeah.
Like, we often confuse like, oh, Valentine has to be the romantic partner because movies and all are the same. But I think, in my opinion, only recently, like today, I'm like, okay, cool. It doesn't have to be just the romantic partner. You can do it with your friends. Just like, hey, I'm grateful for you to be there. Because
so why did you take me out on the date?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were cute. That's why.
Yeah. No. What you say that you support this, that you would want it to be platonic, and you would want to enjoy. Why didn't you ask me that? Why didn't you even offer me to buy a chocolate cake?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Have I hurt you, Pappu?
Yeah.
We'll go on the other date and make it up. Fine. I'll pay for the next bill.
And that's how you get free food, my friends.
Yes. Please don't do that. It's very weird. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're saying.
Anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, platonic love is a big thing. Like, just having good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like, you don't know when time passes, right?
Yeah.
Like, school's already over, and now we're in college first years.
Yeah.
And we often forget to be grateful.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I'm not advising anyone.
No.
Please don't take us as advisors. We're just talking about our own experience. It's like, it can at least be a day where you appreciate others. You appreciate your friends. Like, Pappu, I love you. I really do. Shetty, I love you too. So, it can be a day like that.
Yeah. It is a day like that. 15th is the day that me and Sanjeet said I love you to each other.
Yes. And caught on camera.
Yeah. Two guys caught saying I love you on camera.
Yes. Should we be concerned?
Just hope there is no case here.
Okay, never mind. Next response. Yeah, some of them are just stupid. It's like, no comments, simply waste. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. Yeah, a lot of this
since he said waste, someone said waste, I don't know who he's not even showed me the responses. Yeah.
The whole point is to keep it secret. I thought there'd be a lot of responses.
Yeah.
Like, cool responses, but
the funny part is, somewhere in my chats, the response sheet was shared. I just didn't look at it.
Yes. We're very diligent workers of Psychophilics.
I stay up late night.
And I sleep. But the point is,
even I sleep. I just thought you were saying diligent workers, so I would add to the part. But yeah, so since the comment was like what?
Nothing, bro. It's just simply waste. No comment.
Yeah, simply waste. So I'm like, that's such a trash comment.
Two. I thought, no man. I had better expectations. Dude. I was like, yeah, Pappu, Srinath will come with like amazing jokes.
I never said I make amazing jokes. I just said I make puns.
Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's trash, sometimes it's
Yeah.
Did you see the?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm turning into you. Shit. Next question. Next prompt. Huh.
I am very, what do you call it? What was that term?
On the spot, is that it?
It's when it spreads. You catch viral fever. What is it?
Contagious.
Yeah, I'm very
You're
contagious, guys. Nothing happened. I was very smart at that moment and contagious.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. I've lost some prompts because a lot of it is waste.
Yeah.
If you want, you can also read.
Okay.
I will ask you some other questions about love.
Okay.
Good?
Yes.
You ready?
Huh.
What do you think about dating in college? Should you date in college or should you date in school, in your opinion? School including up until 12th.
Yeah.
I'm counting 11th and 12th as part of it.
You don't count it as college?
11th and 12th can be PUC or school.
Yeah,
I mean, in high school it was like 11th, 12th is just school. It's not really PUC.
We used to know it as junior college.
Yeah, you Bombay people.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mumbai. Pune. Sorry.
Say that again.
Bro, I said Mumbai. I don't know why.
You're watching too much Lion King, bro.
Yeah, it's a problem, bro.
Pumba.
I know.
Okay, yeah, fine. Give me a better reaction so that I understand you're at least disappointed or
I'm sorry,
happy with the joke.
I'm not happy with the joke, but
Okay. Yeah, so you shouldn't be bound to like any time frame. You can date whenever you want. Also, like dating in school, I don't think a lot of parents are okay with that. And I haven't been part of the big dating scene. So, like, if you're cool with a person, if you're chill with it, I mean, of course, like school or high school sweethearts could go up till like getting married and all of that. Very cute and adorable and wholesome stuff. But also knowing the fact that, understanding that when you're that young, it's okay to not give that big of the commitment. Like if you're just in school, you feel like it could go on forever, but it's okay if it dies down eventually. Like you shouldn't be bothered about it by the fact that like, oh, it will be there till like eternity. It's okay if it's not there till eternity. It's okay if it's there till like next week.
the point is you don't put.
Yeah, it's like you should be happy no matter what. Yeah, no, not that's toxic positivity, but I'm saying that you should be happy of that decision that you've made, and you should be grateful of the decision that is there. I mean, I know a few friends who've dated in high school and school, and
same.
Yeah, they're still together. I know a few people who've dated and who are not together, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's all like individualistic.
Yeah, it's how you handle that relationship, and if you're mature enough to handle it in college, good for you. If you're mature enough to handle it before college, good for you.
Yeah, I think it's a feature of that.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, no one comes to ask me for advice.
Yeah.
But if someone was to,
Yeah.
I'd be like, would you date in school or college?
Yeah.
I would say do it after 10. Just because because I look back at my 9th and 10th self, I'm like, shit, I'm very dumb. What was I saying? Bro. At least my 11th and 12th, I'm like, okay, I was bearable. When I look back, I'm like,
give it 2 years.
Yeah, in 2 years, I'm like, my first year is like, what was I saying? Yeah, it's
2 years. Let us look
back at this and like, shit, yeah, what did we speak? Yeah.
Yeah. It would be so much fun.
But the point is,
Yeah.
I feel in 11th and 12th, you'll be a bit more mature. Because you feel that shoulder of like, okay. Because you get the term PUC and, junior college, right? When I was studying, it was just 11th, 12th.
Yeah.
But still, people had the thing in the back of their head, like, okay, we get some freedom and responsibilities.
Also, see, the thing is, it all depends because I think it depends on the crowd that you're generally hanging out with. Because see, if you were let's say if you were till 10th standard, you were generally hanging out with people who are 13, 14, 15, 16. That is, if till you're 10th, you're hanging out with a few juniors who are from 8th, 9th, 10th. So 3 years. You're hanging out with this crowd, which is only seen like, which is in a protected environment. But for a long period of time when someone's hanging out with, like, let's say if they have siblings who are like pretty older to that, and you're hanging out with people who are significantly older than you. So you're talking with them, you're getting their experiences.
I get a point. Yeah, you start to
vibe with them. Yeah. So you're learning and you're maturing faster. Okay. So that's why people who tend to handle the relationship better in schools and colleges, like early stages of colleges, better. I feel they've been around enough emotionally
mature people.
Emotionally mature, but also emotionally understanding. Till 8th, 9th or 10th, you are just knowing about your emotions. You're not interacting with them. You're not flexibly working with them. Even now, considering all us as like first years, we're not that significantly mature. We're still
a very fair point.
We're still making things about it. We're still coming to terms with it. So understanding that is not truly there. We're just there.
Yeah, that's an interesting point that you made. That more than time frame, it's about the kind of group you hang out with, which in
the kind of experiences that links to
their
you.
Experiences can kind of make you a bit more mature or a bit more emotionally understanding.
So I think, like, for a lot of time, if you're hanging out with people like your parents' age, like, let's take it. So that's why you're into like the old traditional ways, or like
okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that is how I connect it. Again, it's an opinion, not an advice.
It's not a fact or advice.
Yeah, it's just an opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and also about interacting with emotions. Yeah, I think that was an interesting point.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're not interacting with your emotions, how would you be able to like interact with someone else's? Like, you're not thorough with yours. Like, you're not able to regulate your own feelings.
Like, you need to first know about who you are.
Yeah, you need to like go under the waterfall and
sit there for 7 days straight.
Yeah, and understand your inner chi, what is it?
Chakra.
No,
not
but
chakra.
like chi, like, I don't know.
Something though. Yeah. Something Chinese.
Yeah. The editor will write it somewhere here.
Hopefully. Or in the caption here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Here's the time to just go.
Oh, they're playing music here.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine they played this, bro.
Yeah.
At the same. Yeah.
It will be so cool. Like, fade, bro. Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, that brings me to my next question. Do you think love is like a fate kind of thing?
Fate.
Or do you think it's like a very like, you stumble upon it with like many experiences?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think about love being something of fate. Like, I don't think there's an ideal partner.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of... Also, this brings me to I'm just recollecting a point from another dude. Sahil Kandil. No, sorry. One YouTuber where he was talking to his grandfather.
Yeah.
And they were like, a reason to marry in your 2021s is because then you get to grow together. But if you marry somewhere late, like 20 or 30, you don't grow. You try to find the peace.
Yeah.
Right? So, with that argument, I'm supporting this point that it's not about fate.
Yeah.
It's about it's more like efforts.
Yeah.
Whether, I think a lot of it happens without your knowledge.
Yeah.
But you need to put a little bit of effort in that direction.
Yeah.
For that. So I feel love has a little bit of luck in it.
Yeah.
And for you to be lucky, you need to put some amount of effort.
Yeah.
And then it's like, luck will come closer to you the more effort you put.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my opinion.
So the other the other approach that I had was one of the things that we learned in HNS, the Zetas and Great Man. The Zeitgeist and Great Man.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's like a perfect.
So is love like
a function of zeitgeist or great man approach?
So zeitgeist is basically the spirit of the times, which is like does it happen due to the time that you are in, or the environment around you, or is it the great man theory? Like
one person does it all.
It's the person who okay. Maybe comment this down below or let us know in Instagram questions or something. But what do you think? Is it like a thing where is it the time or is it the environment around that makes you fall into love? Or let's say let's not use fall in love because again it's a very big topic that we've watched in a lot of podcasts that you shouldn't be falling, you should be rising or something like that. But being in love, is it like a function of the environment, or is it like the person who's so?
But I also think it's a
mix of both.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
Again, it's almost like this. Like it's a function of both.
Yeah.
But one of the other two will influence you at some point, and that's very subjective.
Yeah.
That bit we can't really predict. For example, you can be around a crowd of people who are all in relationships, and you can be the single person.
Yeah.
Or you can be influenced by them, okay, I need to get into one.
Yeah.
You can be under that sort of your own peer pressure, where you're like, everyone is, why am I not? So that can also be there.
That would be cool.
Understand the peer pressure.
Yeah, no, but to understand, for us to understand the fact that there is something like this, and that's how it flows into it.
Oh, there was this interesting topic by a guy called Alain de Botton.
No, I'm
so he's he's a big philosopher. Name's very weird, but basically he says he had a talk based on his book where he's like, if all of you guys are angry in your marriage, my aim is to make you go from angry to depressed and sad. The point was he'd explain the whole concept. Essentially, you're saying a lot of your love is mixed with pain. And you need to find someone. When people say, oh, I haven't found the right person, it's not that they found the right person, just that they don't trouble you enough the right way. Which was a very interesting twist, because it's not just about how they, make you laugh or feel the positive side of things, also how they make you feel the negative side. So not just finding the right person to vibe in.
That's such a good analogy. I wouldn't want someone, if I'm down, someday I'm not, I wouldn't want someone to be annoying me in the way, a very loud manner. Annoy me in a way, just come and try and tickle me. I would laugh at you, not because I don't get tickled. You would know.
Yeah. He had this weird thing when I go to hug him, he starts pinching me here for some reason. It's not even tickling, it just hurts. Yeah. But I like it. No,
he admitted.
No, I don't.
So if you guys could please be great, comment down that I should do that more, and that he should suffer this a lot more.
Yes.
For the coming 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm. Also, guys, that brings us to the end of our podcast. Thank you so much for listening in. If you are here till this point, and
we love you.
We love you too. Yeah. And for all those hopeless romantics out there, don't worry. Someone's hopefully waiting there.
Yes.
Or not. We don't know.
Follow us on our Instagram.
Yes. And at Spotify.
Yeah. And subscribe to this.
Yes.
Where
this is going.
And
And YouTube. Yes. The cameraman saying YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. And if you don't share this, we both will haunt you. I'm not kidding. You see this? You would see that in your nightmares.
And this will be the last thing you see when you fall asleep.
Yes. Do you want that? Tell me, do you want that?
Are you zooming in?
We love you.
Okay, good. Hopefully you see.